Have you ever rushed to the first tee with just 5 minutes to spare, feeling like your entire round is already falling apart? Anxious, unprepared, physically tight, mentally scattered? What if I told you there's a scientifically backed 5 minute protocol that completely transforms your mental and physical state, turning potential disaster into peak performance? We're going to cover three critical elements in 5 minutes: mental readiness, physical activation, and mind body club connection. On the mental side, we'll start with B for baseline. We use breathing for this specifically. So you're probably rushing to the tee, you're feeling a little anxious, your heart rate might be elevated, not exactly in your best state for performance. And so the breathing is going to help downregulate your nervous system. And so I recommend box breathing. There's various breathing techniques, but I'll be doing box breathing as we go through this. So I'm going to inhale for 4, hold that for 4, then exhale for 4, and hold that for 4 as I go through the first step. And that first step is physically, on the physical side, is going to be neck rotations, loosening up our neck, addressing our neck mobility. So we're going to start with very small circles. You kind of feel like you're tracing your nose in a small circle, and it gets progressively larger, and then you're going to switch directions, and it's going to get progressively larger. Doing that for about 30 seconds or so. Same thing then with the shoulders, forward, small circles, getting progressively larger, progressively larger, progressively larger, and then you're going to start and go backwards, and progressively larger, and progressively larger, and progressively larger. On the mental side, we're going to continue with the B for baseline and our breathing as we go through these next steps. So we're going to address our wrists. So we're going to put our palms together, pushing forcefully, really pressing our fingers together here. As we're doing that, we're then going to rotate as well. We're going to hit our shoulders a little bit with this, our rotator cuffs, as well as our wrists. Now, fingertips pushing together, same thing, rotate, 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 wrists forward, backwards, really move those wrists. Continuing our breathing as we're going through this. Next, we're going to move into cat-cow, really activate that back, get your back nice and mobile, loose. And so we're going to start with that cat, gentle squeeze through the entire body. Remember, continuing your breathing as you're doing this. The next step in the process for the mental side is R for reset. Here we're trying to accept our circumstances. If you're anything like me, you might feel rushed, coming in late, coming in hot. We really want to focus on acceptance, and we're going to get external. We're going to use our 5 senses. We're going to listen to the birds, feel the sun on our skin, maybe take a swig of coffee, whatever it may be, but we want to get external and get out of our own head. On the physical side, we're going to start with some twist activations, if you will, here. We're going to lay down. Again, these are 30 seconds or so, and while I'm doing this, I'm feeling my hands on the ground, really using my 5 senses. I'm going to put my left arm on my upper leg and twist that shoulder open, really trying to feel maximum shoulder turn here. Maximum shoulder turn, and really loosen this up. Again, we're doing this for about 30 seconds, so not very long, and we're really focusing on acceptance and being external while we're doing this. Next, we'll do some torso twists. Grab a club for this, put it over your shoulders. We've all seen this drill a million times, I'm sure. We're just going to twist and twist for 30 seconds. Thinking about acceptance. Here I am. Next, on the mental side, we're going to move into A for the BRAVR protocol. A is for affirmation. These are when we're using powerful I am statements. So we're saying something like, I am a world-class driver of the ball, I'm a world-class putter, whatever it is you need to say to help build up your performance identity, this is that step. And so as you're going through these, you should be thinking about those positive I am statements that are really empowering to your performance identity. And as we get to that affirmation step, we're starting to approach what you would say is pushing us towards that flow zone, right? Where you really find effortless performance. And so we want to continue with this mental side. as well as the physical side. On the physical side, really simple. We're going to put our feet together, hands on our hips, and hip circles. Really make sure that we've got those hips open, go in both directions. Again, we're doing this for about 30 seconds. Once we're done with that, the next one we'll move into, again, continuing with the powerful I am statements. You can say them in your head, you can say them out loud. Just simple leg swings. So same thing, want to try to get the leg and hip as open, as active as possible. We're going to continue with the A for affirmation as we go on to the next step on the mental side. On the physical side, we're going to do lateral lunges. So just think about kind of taking an off-center step. So if you're facing straight ahead, you're not going necessarily straight ahead. We're trying to use a different motion, plane motion. So you'd be stepping off slightly to each side here, like so. So we're going to do this again for about 30 seconds. Activating the core, activating the leg. You should feel a good stretch as well in your groin and your hamstring and your glutes. On the mental side, the next step is V for visualize. We want to activate the athletic mind like a baseball player hitting a fastball coming down the middle, pure reactionary, right? So that's also going to help quiet mental chatter. If you're one that struggles with a lot of swing thoughts, if you activate the visualization system or the vision system, you're going to experience some benefits of that in terms of your mental quietness or your mental chatter. So the next physical element is going to be really simple. It's a Superman pose. We're going to lay down flat. As we're doing this, we're going to be visualizing our shots like we're watching a movie. So we're seeing that ball take off and travel all the way to the target in real time. In the Superman pose, lay down flat, and then you're going to just act like you're Superman, flying through the air, and hold that for 30 seconds would be ideal. As you're doing that, again, focusing on visualization of your shots, perhaps your first tee shot. I'm seeing that ball take off, fly, peak on the cloud. I'm hitting a little tight draw off the tee, and then I see it land on the fairway and run out all the way until it's in. Next on the mental side is R for ready. It's our final step. And with this, it's about a word or phrase that really locks you in and results in full commitment on your part, right? So for me, when I'm thinking about ready, I'm thinking about balance finish. I kind of reverse engineer it. I want to get to that position. And so I'm always thinking about getting to that balance finish position. That's what works for me. It needs to be personal. Every one of my clients has a different one. And they've had to kind of trial and error it and find out what works for them. On the physical side, we're going to do swings, right? Now, the first one is going to be without a club. You see I have a club here. I'm going to grab that in a second. I'm going to get into a stance, and I'm going to just do a body movement like a swing for about 15 seconds. Into my balance finish position, into my balance finish position. And the whole time I'm thinking balance finish. Okay? That's without a club for about 15 seconds, and then I'm going to grab a club. I'm going to do the same thing for about 15 seconds. Balance finish. Okay, by now you should be about 4 minutes or so, 4.5 into this warm-up protocol. You've gone through all the 5 steps of BRAVR, so your mind should be ready to perform. You've physically activated your body, and so what's that last step? Well, Tiger Woods, when asked if you only had a few minutes to get ready and you were showing up, kind of running into the tee hot, what would you do? And he said, I'd chip a few. I want to make sure I have good mind-body club connection. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to chip a few before we go off. You might have 30 seconds to do this. You might have a few minutes to do this, depending. And so you're just going to set up and chip a few. Make sure you have that good mind-body club connection.
In just 5 minutes, you've transformed your mental and physical state using the same performance protocol used by elite athletes. Screenshot this exercise summary or visit eliteperformancejuice.com to learn more.